Hello everyone, so in today's video, I'm going to be explaining to you guys some mistakes that new/mid-game players make on My Singing Monsters. The first mistake that I see a lot of players make are powering up Rare Wobbox and Epic Wobbox with diamonds. Now, it may seem worth it to you, but it really is not worth it, and let me explain why. Rare and Epic Monsters, there's really no rush to getting a lot of them, especially Epic Monsters, as they're pretty much useless except for like coin farms. It's just a waste of diamonds, and you could do way better things with diamonds. Now, the only time I'll say it's worth it powering up your Wobboxes with diamonds, specifically for Rare and Epic Wobbox, are when your quads are not getting boxed in. Basically, your quads are probably the most important thing that you're going to be boxing in. They're actually pretty good for coins, and they may actually be worth spending like 30 to 50 diamonds on, so yeah. Number 2 is buying common Wobbucks way too early. What I mean is, if you're trying to save it for common Wobbox, but you only make like a few million a day, probably just better off that you just spend your coins on baking and getting food, and rather than just getting common Wobbox, because well, common Wobbox is so expensive and takes so long to pay back. Now, I'd say the only time, like when it's worth actually getting Wobbox is like when you make 20 to 30 million a day. But other than that, it's not really worth it at all. Now, the next mistake I see people make is farming the wrong monster. And I specifically mean mostly. Wobbox is not at all good. I mean, if you only care about max, it's okay, but I really recommend Ethereos more than Wobbox for coin farming if you only care about max. I mean, Wobbox takes so long to like pay back in general that with the amount you can get from Wobbox, even if you only care about max, you can probably just spend get a lot of food and spend it on Ethereos if you actually care about max or anything else. Now, another mistake I see a lot of players make are buying crystalline castles with Death to the Sale. Now, I'm not saying the castles are bad to spend diamonds on, but without upgrades, they're not very worth it, and you could save a lot of diamonds buying them during sale. I mean, look how expensive it is. It's so expensive, you could probably save hundreds if not thousands of diamonds if you just wait till it sells by the crystalline castles. Getting up monsters with diamonds is not worth it as well. It is way too expensive and can waste too much diamonds. It may not seem very expensive at first, but it builds up over time. Now, the only time I'd say it's acceptable spending up monsters with diamonds is when the monster is almost unavailable and there's a few hours left and you need to spend the diamonds for the last attempt. I'd say that's the only time it's really worth it, but other than that, it's not really worth it at all. Now, the spin wheel is decent, but it's not really worth spending the diamonds on. Now, you may argue that you're able to get 1,000 diamonds, but the chances of that happening are so significantly low. Now, in general, I do not really recommend spending that much diamonds, or if any diamonds on the spin wheel. It's not really worth it at all. If you want to spend the spin wheel, then I recommend spending it, just get that free spin a day, or watch the ad to get 2 times a day. That's actually what I really recommend, but yeah, that's pretty much it. Now, that's it for now, but I may make another video on this